Hello guys, I'm Minecraft with Dummies, and today what I've got for you is this incredibly small circuit for a selector panel that works using the item frames. So as a demonstration, if I come down here and we just right click on the item frame, you can see that a different output will be selected depending on where the item in the item frame is pointing. So each time I click, you can see it spins around, and if you hold it down you can see it goes to each different one. And it all works nicely and smoothly. So you may well have seen this before, but this is just an incredibly compact version. So as you can see, you can build it all on one layer. So you could quite happily just pause the video now and copy exactly what it looks like now. All the redstone is on display, and the only thing worth noting is that the comparator over the back here is actually clicked to the on position. Otherwise it won't work. I also have a slightly different version to show you here, and it's a little bit thinner. So this may actually suit other people better, but effectively it does the same thing, hence why it's probably smart just to use the one over here. As for the resources to build this thing, they're very, very minimal. All you need is obviously the item frame and just an item in the item frame to point to which direction it's going to. Then you need some blocks to build in it, 2 comparators, 9 redstone torches, and 18 pieces of redstone. And you don't actually have to use the redstone torches as output. That's just so they're actually in the correct state by default. So for example, there's only just one light on. So yeah, this version is just fantastically simple, and I don't feel like I need to show a tutorial because you can see every bit of redstone that's on display just from looking at it here. So yeah, feel free just to pause the video and get building this. So if you're wondering how this works, it's actually relatively simple. So as you may know, every time a item frame with an item in has a comparator output, when you right click it so it goes to a different position, it actually gives a different output, a slightly larger one for each time it goes round, and then obviously when it gets back to the start it will go back to a output of just 1. So using this and a little bit of logic, you can make it so there's only 1 light showing at a time. So basically every time that the output of this gets 1 larger, it will actually take 1 away using the comparator. So if you know how comparators work, for every bit of signal coming in from the side, it actually takes down the signal going into the coming in the output down. So if I just cut this off here, if I remove this wire over here, for every time I make this larger, so if I use a larger and larger output, you'll see the actual strength of this signal is actually getting smaller and smaller, because more is being taken away. So this is just set up so that this comparator gives an output and this comparator gives an output, and they actually just leave a 1 gap in between. And this means there'll always be 1 redstone torch left on, as you can see, because the part that it meets at is actually moves along 1 each time. So this works on the same principle as I showed on the other one. However, it's just in a slightly different form factor, and it might suit your needs, and I'll give you a quick tutorial of this now. The items you'll need are pretty much the same, just a couple of redstone less. So 2 comparators, 9 redstone torches, 16 redstone, some building blocks, and then the item that goes in your display, and then the item frame. So what you'll do is you'll start by setting your item frame out and putting your item in it. So like this, so you've got your setup ready. Then you're going to put 4 blocks behind it just for the circuit, as you can see over to my left, and you're going to put a comparator here and here. This one's going to be clicked on, and then you're going to put 1 piece of redstone here and a redstone torch here. Now you're going to raise this setup 1, so you're going to go along here, and then you're going to go along 8, because that's how many outputs this thing has. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you can just place your redstone all along the top. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come around to the other side where the output to the other comparator is, and simply run your redstone line along this line that I've made here. And then to stop any interferences, you simply just place blocks along the top except for the last one, so it goes round. And now to make sure that the signal is correct, as at the moment you get 2 outputs, you just put a block here and that'll make it so there's only 1 output. And now when we test this, it should work as stated, which you can see it does. So that is it, guys, just a really simple circuit that just makes the item selectors quite small and very, very easy to build. I actually had a little bit of help compacting the second one, so if you want to see the guys who helped me do that, just check the description. But yeah, I've been Minecraft with Dummies. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you in the next video.